Hello, everybody. Welcome to Live with Lori. We're here on another Wednesday. Today I'm using my little microphone here, so I hope it goes all right. I hope everybody's having a great week. Today I wanted to discuss some of the stuff that's been going on in the reseller world. One of the topics that has been brought up to me to discuss, and something I definitely want to discuss, is the dip in Poshmark sales. And I'm wondering if other people are feeling it too. I also want to talk about a little YouTube group that I want to get started, and I want to discuss that with you. And I also want to talk about spring planning. I feel like right now, a lot of things are opening up, and it's pretty exciting that we are finally able to start planning things for spring, for summer. And I'm finding that my schedule is filling up really quickly. And I am just curious how you guys are all dealing with everything reopening, or are things not reopening where you are? I'm in Massachusetts and things are definitely picking up. My husband is at work today for his grand reopening at his office. It's one of the very first times they've been able to be in person without masks and without really limiting the number of people who are in the office. So that was an exciting day for him. They're having food brought in, and yeah, it's just been an interesting time. So I just wanted to say hello, talk to you a little bit about some of the stuff that I want to talk about today, but definitely let us know if there's something you want to talk about. Put it in the chat. I'll answer any questions as we go today. Hello, the Cozy Shire. Hey, Laurie, probably won't be able to stay long due to the kiddos, but happy to be here. Oh, I'm so happy that you're here. Miss Miscellaneous. Hi, Jen. How are you? Pretty Magnolia. Hey, I'm glad you caught your first live here. Oh, lots of messages coming through. Keegan is here. How are you? Michelle, happy Wednesday. My sales have been horrid for the last 2 weeks and posting daily, but more focused on getting spring and summer items in my closet. Yes, I hear you, Michelle. Lisette, how are you, beautiful? And Brenda, so glad I finally caught the live. Yes, I'm so excited you're here. I know it's tricky with daytime. Oh, we have a guest. Lulu Marie got groomed today, but she's been a little quiet today, so she's hanging on my lap. Keegan, I'll be back in 30 minutes, hopefully. Oh, I'm sure we'll still be here in 30 minutes. Hi, Nifty Nate and Wendy. Super low. Okay, so maybe, hi, Francis, welcome. I see some people who I've seen in previous weeks, and I'm excited to see some new people. I'm trying to get better about like advertising a little, so I just hopped on Instagram to say that I would be live. And I promise, I think what I'm going to try to do is maybe do one evening live per month so we can catch some different people. And let me know if you would ever, Lulu, everyone's saying hi to you. Let me know if you'd ever want to do a morning live. I don't know if I'm ready in the morning, but Smart and Savvy Gal, how are you? Nice to see you. Hi, Susan. Hi, Linda and Amber. So I had my first sale in 5 days today. I thought it was just because I've been slacking. Honestly, you guys, I'm really not an alarmist whatsoever, but I just pulled my sales to share with you. And I'm just, I'm curious. Sometimes I feel like when one person says, oh, like things aren't great, it's kind of a wave of negativity and everyone's like, yeah, it stinks. And I always try to keep things pretty positive, but also truthful. And I am just flat out shocked with how low my numbers are right now. And again, everything's relative. So whatever my numbers are, they're just mine. Right now on the month, I've only sold 45 items and my sales on Poshmark are $1,559. Actually 46. I accepted a $14 offer on a $30 blouse right before I went live because I'm desperate. And I've actually published 89 listings. So that is an average about 6 items per day that I'm listing. So I don't list every single day, but I'm consistently listing. I mean, I've listed almost 90 items this month, and those are still my sales. So, oh gosh, the chat's going quickly. Hi, Tessa, how are you? Lulu says hello. Hi, Diane and Karen from Halifax again. Hey, does anyone have suggestions for how to get the stench of cigarette smoke? Oh, somebody, I think you messaged me earlier. We can talk about that in a little week. Okay, so this is great. This week, my Posh sales are fire, but February was dismal. And I had a pretty good February because I was really focused. What a treat. Hello, how are you? Hi, just checking in. Hello, hello. And Elizabeth, hi. Thanks so much, you guys, for being here. I really appreciate it. Yeah, I think it's been tricky to say the least. So I wanted to talk a little bit about what we can do instead of, not that everybody's complaining, because I think everything is valid, and I've appreciated some of the influencers or just who have, bigger followings, who have kind of like tried to call attention to Poshmark about making things a little more transparent. And then my friend Amber posted about the sale, the free shipping sale, that totally went over my head. I completely missed that. I didn't see Amber's story until 2 p.m. So I missed that sale. I think it was from 1 to 2 where they offered free shipping. Are you guys familiar with what I'm talking about? I'm curious if anyone was able to take advantage, either make sales where their buyers got free shipping, or actually purchase items where you got free shipping. So that was a cool idea, but it was, I mean, I guess that's the nature of a flash sale. But I just think in general, we're kind of left in the dark a lot. And I'm like a Poshmark girl all day long. So it's tough for me because it's my main platform. Sales have been so slow, and I'm listing consistently. I think that is a general. Hi, Nita. Good afternoon. How are you? February was shockingly good, but this month has been a disaster. But at the same time, I'm trying to find new ways to be more consistent. So maybe, no, I don't think it's all you, but I think it's a good strategy to try to think of other ways to be more consistent. So for me, one of the things that I've been doing is just pushing more to eBay. I mean, eBay, huge platform, so many eyes on my items, and I am active on eBay, but it's still a fraction. I think I'm a little over 400 on eBay, and I have 1,300 items on Poshmark. So I'm still struggling to get things over there as fast as I do on Poshmark, but that's definitely taken. It has been a priority for me. Hi, Melissa and Brenda. I knew nothing about it until today. Are you talking about the sale, Brenda? Went back and checked my sales, and 2 of my buyers actually got the free shipping. Oh, well, that's good. At least somebody caught it, right? And it was no cost to the seller, which is really nice. Hi, Bella in Virginia. How are you? Karen says, I wish shipping on Poshmark in Canada, $13.49. Is that what it is in Canada? Whoa. I didn't realize that. Randomly had a mountain of sales yesterday. Okay, so maybe it's not everybody. It's really nice to hear. I've had 2 sales today. One was a bundle for $45 with 2 recent items. It hasn't come out yet, but I went to the bins, and it was from my bins haul. So I've listed a lot of the stuff, but I haven't posted the haul yet. But one was a Kate Spade apron, and it says stirring the pot, which I thought was so adorable. That sold. And then a pair of J. Crew mercantile denim shorts. So together the bundle was 60 or 65, and my buyer offered me 45, which I accepted. And then I sold an INC International Concepts. It's a Macy's brand that I had listed, and that's what sold for $14. So I posted on my Instagram, in my stories, I asked everybody to share with me what their most recent sale was, because I've also had this, what is actually selling? Am I right to be really aiming for those 30 and above sales? Because that's kind of been what I've been trying to stick to. If they're items that are going to be between 10 and 15 or 10 and $18, I've been collecting things to put in mystery boxes. But if they're going to be 30 to 50, 60, $70, I've been listing them. But is that what's selling? Or are people like pulling back, as gas prices increase? Are people looking for more of the bread and butter items? And so that is actually what was popping up in my Instagram story. I'm not sure if it's still there, but a lot of people wrote in. So thank you if you participated in that and let me know what they were selling. So if you guys want to write in the comments, like when your last sale was, or what it was, or whatever, just to share. I think there's always value in hearing from other people. Oh, this is a good one. Wendy says, I posted my first item on Facebook Marketplace, and I couldn't believe the activity there. Yes, Wendy, that is exciting to hear. It's so funny because we recently sold, what are they called? Love sack. We bought a love sack on Craigslist from somebody we knew, someone my son went to high school with like 4 years ago. And then it was Black Friday, and I bought a really cool cover for it. I think it was called the movie sack. It was kind of awkward. It was kind of big for one person, like took up a lot of space, but couldn't quite fit two, and you couldn't put your feet up. And we loved it when the kids were a little bit smaller, but now it was just taking space up in my basement. So my husband's like, I want to get rid of this. So he listed it on Craigslist. And he's like, nobody's contacted me. I can't believe, like, I used to sell things on Craigslist. I said, hun, because nobody shops on Craigslist anymore. You got to go Facebook Marketplace. He's like, you're the reseller. What? I said, no, I'm telling you, like, I don't do a lot on Facebook Marketplace, but let's put it there. And of course, we put it on Facebook Marketplace. We had boom, 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 like several offers come in. I sold it for full price, which was 150. We priced it to sell. So Facebook Marketplace is such a great idea. And also with spring cleaning and getting rid of bigger, bulkier items, like I don't know, things that have been sitting around, like a love sack, or items like that. So Wendy, are you listing like things you would typically list on Poshmark, or are you listing more houseware or toys or bulky things? Let me know. Oh, Molly Bird is here, and Julie and Michelle. How are you guys? Hi, Tommy. Tommy, you're so sweet. You always tune in. Karen, are you close to the border? I know lots of Canadians on Posh and eBay use a third party with USPS so they can sell on eBay and Poshmark US. Oh, that's smart, Tommy. Do they typically go through pirate ship? Tommy, I wonder. I love pirate ship. I think that's such a great service. I think the free shipping was only for full price items. My buyer couldn't receive it because it had been a previous offer. I heard mixed messages on that. I heard some people were able to get items that weren't full price, but I'm not sure. I had all sorts of price point sales. Okay. Yeah, there's no one size, right? Bathing suits and shorts have been selling. So even though there are actually lower sales, they're making me a good ROI in general. Yeah, it is that time of year. So it's nice. That's great, Kimberly. So at least spring stuff is selling, right? That's encouraging. I have to stop buying the damn wool sweaters. Oh, Lisette saying hi. Oh, 10 minutes ago, you sold some Hokas. Do you know, I've sold one pair of Hokas and they were the same. They looked really similar. I had two pairs and I sent the buyer the wrong one. And then I couldn't find the other one. This is like pre-inventory revamp. And ever since then, my Hokas have been sitting. Tommy, do you mind sharing how much you sold them for? And I'm sure they're not all created equally, but Hoka Bondi, is that what I'm thinking? The Hokas, right? The sneakers? I don't do well with them. Democracy jeans. Michelle, thank you for sharing that. That's one of the brands that Amber goes over in her Amber Resales, who I just referenced earlier. She has a denim video where she compares jeans and top selling brands, and Democracy was one of the brands. And that is a brand I always, always pass on. And so now I'm looking at them differently and thinking maybe I should pick them up. I love Amber content. With boldness and joy, I was wondering the same, yet lately I've been selling more items in the upper 20s and 30s I have in the past. 20s and 30s. That's about my average. I mean, typically my average is like 30 to 37, whatever. But lately I've just honestly been taking so much lower. Just sold a linen flax set 5 minutes ago hey, I think this is a good luck crew. Everybody making sales before. Magic Merlin sleep suit on Facebook, full price on a sale I have running. That's my 7th Facebook sale this month. Man, that's encouraging. I think I'm really missing the boat with Facebook. Oh, thank you, Betsy. Thank you so much. Did you see on Instagram? I did a post and there was like this little filter and it was just so forgiving. And then I felt like I was such a phony. So in the last slide, I'm like, this is me with all my wrinkles. Don't be confused with that pretty filter. Julie, I'm doing great. I'm so happy that you're here. Chit Chat's a big one. They can't use pirate ship, sadly. Oh, pirate is only for the United States, Tommy? Okay, Chit Chats. Never heard of that. Thank you. Hey, Gary, how are you? An unopened Goldie Hawn coupon card, the size of business card from the 70s from the show Laugh-In. Bizarre what people buy. That is so cool. I think that's going to win for the most unique sale. That's awesome. Is it possible on Poshmark to put your store on vacation mode? I take off 2 to 3 days at a time quite often to go up north and don't want to start another platform mode if vacation is not possible. You can go on vacation mode with Poshmark. I don't typically do it. I think I've only been in vacation mode in like almost in 3.5 years, maybe 2 or 3 times at most. What I'll do is I'll put it on maybe if I'm going on a long trip for like the first few days, and then I'll turn it on midway through the week so that I don't lose that. Or if I get offers, I'll message people. I am so reluctant to hit the vacation mode, but you have to do what you have to do. And I think it's also very important to take breaks when you need them. I have a really hard time turning it off, so I'm a bad person. 104 plus shipping. That's what those sneakers sold for, Tommy? Oh my gosh, we need to talk. That is so good. Is that like one of the newer models or what? Oh my gosh, that's awesome. That is such a good sale. 6.5 hours to the border. Maybe that's why so many Americans follow me. They may use a shipping forwarding service. All right, we're talking about Canada. Julie, you're not too late. We just started at 4 o'clock, 15 minutes. That was a quick 15 minutes already. Malou sandals sold less than 24 hours, $30, maybe underpriced. At least they sold. I always wonder that if something sells really quickly. Oh, I have a return. Do you guys remember how excited I was about that Ibex sweater? That sold super quick. I purchased it. It was in one of my hauls that they've called like last minute score. Somebody bought it on eBay for $90. It sold in a day. And they opened up a return request. I don't accept returns, which is, I probably should. I don't necessarily recommend not accepting returns. It's just what I've always done. But they opened up a case and said, they opened up a return request. I'm speaking in like Poshmark language, and said that the sweater had been improperly put on a hanger or improperly stored on a hanger. And there were like bump marks on the shoulder. And so they wanted to return it. And then they said, well, I'm not sure I want to return it. I just want to know what you think of it, what you think. And I didn't respond. I don't know. I just had other things going on. And then this morning at 3 a.m., there was a message from eBay that said, if you don't respond to your buyer, we are going to automatically favor them. If you don't respond, we have no other choice. I'm like, oh gosh, like you have to be on top of things with eBay. And then at 6 a.m., when I was up and was going to like log on and be like, oh gosh, I better answer this guy, they had already issued him a refund. So has that ever happened to anybody? I think it is pretty important on eBay to leave feedback and obviously to respond to questions. That would have probably been a better move for me. I'm sorry if I'm missing people here. Inspired thrift with Posh Penny PDX. My last sale was a vintage riding jacket for $50. That's awesome. How is Lulu Marie doing? She's a little in slow motion today. She's moving a little slow. She got groomed today. She went to the groomers, and we used to have groomers come to my house. When Lucky was alive, he didn't do well at the groomers, and he bit a groomer once. And so my friend who is a hairdresser said that she was going to put Lucky Mario in the puppy protection program because no groomers wanted to take him because he had bit a couple groomers. And he was not a dog who bit, but we had like these issues when he was young. And she's like, bring him to me. We're going to dye him like brown so people don't recognize him. She cracked me up, the puppy protection program. Anyways, we solved that problem by having the woof wagon come to our house. So they would come to our house. It was a bit of a service fee, but because we had 2 dogs, it was worth it. So we lost Lucky in October. So Lulu is 11 years old. She's only been to the woof wagon. So as of her last grooming, we brought her to this new place. So it's brand new to me because I've always had the woof wagon here. It's called Scrub a Dog, and she did a really great job. So I think she's a little tired because she went and got groomed today. And she was mad at me too when I brought her in there. She peed on their floor. I'm like, I am so sorry. I was so embarrassed. Okay. eBay don't play. No, thank you. In response to me, no. I have to say, like, eBay makes me a better reseller. You can be kind of lazy on Poshmark. But I did feel bad. But honestly, I don't mind getting that sweater back because it was so nice and it sold so quickly that, similar to the woman who said she thought that she may have underpriced something, I thought maybe I should have priced that a little bit higher. So as long as it comes back in the same condition, I'll be fine. Okay. Am I missing anybody here? So, Molly Bird, I had 2 vintage pairs of Crocs. I did a guy thing and put them in the dishwasher one day. They shrunk. Uh-oh. I gave them to an employee's growing son. Oh, that's good to know not to put them in. I've never put them in the dishwasher. I like have scrubbed Crocs. Did anybody see, somebody posted to their story today that Crocs, maybe it was you, Molly. I think it was Molly. Lisa Frank Crocs they're coming out with like all the sticker decal looks. I think it was you, Molly, and I think it was Lisa Frank. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, hang sweaters inside out on hangers, then you never get those bumps. Yeah, that's pretty smart. Honestly, I had just bought it though. I bought the sweater. I hung it just to photograph it, steamed it because it was wool, so I didn't wash it. And it must have just been from the thrift store where you still got the shoulder things, because I store all of my sweaters in bins. But anyway, I'm missing some of the conversation here. So, oh, Molly, that was you, the Lisa Frank Crocs. Yeah, I thought they were so cute. Anyways, well, it's nice to hear how everyone is doing, and I'm glad that some people are doing well. And I mean, for myself, the best thing that I can do is to just list more on eBay. Depop, I haven't sold anything, and thank you to people who have texted me or DM'd me to say that I really need to include hashtags in my listings, which I haven't. And I also need to do edit and save, because that's kind of like their version of refreshing. So kind of like sharing, I guess, like Poshmark sharing. So I have not sold anything on Depop yet. I suck, but I'll get there someday. I've had luck with Democracy as well. All right, we have some Democracy fans here. I need to test the waters and buy some. I was at Savers and they were a pair of Democracy, but they were skinny jeans, and they also had not that matters. I buy skinny jeans still. They had like the zip. They were kind of like moto, and they were camo, so they were cute, but they were also like $8. So I'm like, I don't know. I didn't do it. But yeah, I will have to do that. First time catching your live. Welcome, Mary Beth. I'm so happy you're here. Mary Beth Herrick, you aren't from my past, are you? I see the last name, and that last name is familiar from my hometown. Crocs fly out of my store usually. Same here. I love finding Crocs at the bins because I feel like nobody grabs them at the bins. Crocs and bogs, little kid bogs. I like to grab those too. They're a little heavy. Our bins just went up to $2 per pound. So I'm editing my bins video right now, but it definitely made me pause a little bit as the prices increased. I'm trying to be a little bit more selective. I'm always trying to be selective. Let's face it, always. Some rare Crocs turn up at Ross occasionally. Ooh, I remember they had Ross when I lived out in San Francisco. I don't think we have Ross around here. We have Burlington Coat Factory, which is now Burlington, but do any Massachusetts, Rhode Island, New England people, do we have Ross around here? Am I like missing? I don't think we have Ross. I remember it when I lived in California. Do older Crocs do well? I think Crocs in general do well. I've sold Red Sox Crocs. I've also sold like Disney Crocs where like the little holes had Mickey's ears. Those did well. I have a pair of Frozen Crocs, like with Elsa and her sister Anna, but they're little kids and they're still here. I wonder if they're still listed. I need to check on that listing. I have some Crocs from when I was a teen, almost 30 now. Oh, list those. Oh, I would definitely list them. Yeah, I've never seen a Ross around here, Lisette. I don't think so. All Crocs all day. Yes. I'm in New York and we don't have Ross. I've always wanted to check it out. Yeah, I don't have any memories of Ross related to reselling because I wasn't a reseller at the time, but yeah, I think it's similar to like a Burlington. I sell clothes mainly on Facebook Marketplace. Tend to make more sales there than on Poshmark. Most aren't as high priced, but I'd rather make quick flips instead. Something to be said for the quick flip. I think that's a great business model, Brittany. Get it moving, right? Out the door. I've been like, I don't know. I just want to move things right now. I just want to move things. Hi, Diane. Welcome. How are you? Good afternoon. Kimberly, there are quite a few stores I wish New England had, but just don't. Yeah, there's pros and cons to wherever we are, right? Ross in Southern PA. I'm heading to PA soon. We got a Airbnb for Easter. We're going to go for Easter again this year. And lots in New Jersey and Philly can speak. Burlington, TJ Maxx, and Marshalls. Jersey and Philly can spend a week. I know, right? I used to hit up Burlington all the time when I was in my Amazon zone. All right. Well, what else did I want to talk about here? I'm just wondering how everybody's doing for spring. Mainly, is anybody getting overwhelmed by like everything opening back up now? I mean, I'm super excited that things are opening up, and I think we're gonna hit 70 degrees on Friday, which is so exciting. I'm going to New York this week just for one night with Jay. So I'm really excited. I'm going to try to hit the Real in Soho and bring some stuff in person. And I'm going to vlog it, hopefully, if they let a camera in there. And I'm hopefully going to meet up with my friend Marguerite's son, Eddie, although I haven't even called him yet. But Mark said he doesn't have class till 1 o'clock. So I'm gonna strong arm him into meeting me at the Real and pay for his Uber because I want company. But Century 21 is reopening. I've heard of that one. Century 20 around here was like a real estate company, right? Am I losing my mind? I feel like that's what that was. I'm beyond ready for everything to open it up. How do you handle it when they give you less than 5 stars? When you know the item was fine, it hurts my feelings. Diane, that's such an honest thing. Yeah, it hurts my feelings sometimes too. But on Poshmark, it doesn't really matter. I mean, it does. It matters to me and it matters to you, but it doesn't affect you like eBay. Like my friend who said, eBay don't play. It doesn't affect you in that way. But sometimes what I've realized is that people are will sometimes review like the fit of something or the style, like, oh, great transaction, but I didn't like the way they looked, 3 stars. They don't realize that they're rating the seller sometimes. I mean, sometimes it's very personal and directed, like, this is not what I signed up for. This does not look like what I purchased, that sort of a thing. But I think in general, most people are rating, sometimes they don't realize that they're rating the seller. So no, I mean, certain things hurt my feelings more than others. Sometimes I send stuff out the door and I'm just like, I say a little Hail Mary and I'm like, I hope they like this. I hope sometimes when I'm delinting things right before it goes out in a package, I'll see like the tiniest thing. I mean, if I ever see something that's major, I will just stop the sale. I'll message the person and let them know. But other times I'm like, what are they talking about? Like, that was pristine. So yeah, sometimes it can hurt your feelings for sure. Texas is open. Yeah, that's great. Thanks for the company. Ciao, Bella. On my ride home. Oh, keep your eyes on the road. I listen to so much YouTube on the road. I'm not a big podcast person. I have YouTube on 24/7. So all the time in the car, I have it and I'm always listening in the car. So I've considered taking some of my lives and making them podcasts for people. Like, I know my friend Leslie from A Reseller's Passion used to do that. She would do a YouTube video and she would record it while she was doing it and then just double up and make it podcast content for her. That way there will be no accidents if people are listening. Open my sunroof. That's the best. I did too, and turned up the radio. Finally, some sunshine. What did you listen to today? I was listening to the Counting Crows. So loud. And I was also listening to what's the other one? Oh, 4 or 5 Seconds with Paul McCartney and Rihanna and Kanye. Blasted that until my ears hurt. What else did I listen to? And I love The Spins by Mac Miller. It's a foul, like, the lyrics are so bad. I can't sing it with my kids, but he was from Pittsburgh and my kids are both at Penn State, my 2 oldest. And they said when Mac Miller comes on in Pittsburgh, people like lose their freaking mind. And so they played The Spins for me. And that's like such a hype song now. I love it. Sorry, I'm behind here. Oh, is Hope here? Where are you, Hope? Did I miss you, girl? There you are. Hi, sweetie. Hello, Miss Hope. Hope had a live with Heidi on Monday night. That was great. And actually, I wanted to talk a little bit about Hope because she was doing a little challenge. I don't know if I'm supposed to mention it here. It may have just been for the people who listened to her, but she was doing who listened to the live that night, but Hope's very inclusive. I don't think anyone would not be included, but she was having a challenge where you go shopping, or I think it was, I don't know if it was bins or what, but where you pick one brand and only buy one brand. What brand would it be? And like go to a store and see who can find the most of their one brand and then like come home and sell it, which I thought was so much fun. Hi, Mary Ellen. Welcome. I'm so happy you're here. And I was actually talking with my girlfriend, Kim, the last time we went to the garment district in Cambridge, what I call the pit. It's actually technically called By the Pound, B-U-Y, the pound, and it's $2 per pound. I call it the pit. But anyways, I find so much Loft there. And Loft is not a brand that I always pick up. And I've said to Kim, I should just pick up all the Loft here and just do a Loft, like just experiment with Loft. So if I do that challenge with Hope, that's going to be my brand. And that's where I'm going to get it. I'm sorry, I'm behind, but I wanted to talk about something on YouTube too, but I don't want to like switch gears yet if we're not ready. I hate when I find a flaw right before. Yeah, that's the worst. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Cindy. How are you? And Monique is here. I recently had a Posh order. Hi, Melissa. And I shipped it the same day. It went out of my post office, but got stuck on its way to Georgia somewhere. It took over a week. The buyer gave me 3 times. See, like that is completely out of your control. And isn't that the moment when it would be so nice to be able to contact Poshmark and say, hey, Poshmark, hey, Manish, could you get rid of this 3-star rating because this was postmarked the day I sent it? Those are the weird things. I mean, there are pros and cons too, but if you get a 3-star rating, it doesn't really hurt your standing. But like when people look at your Poshmark closet, they're going to see what your average rating is. So every rating does count, you know, that's frustrating. And then packing for a trip. And I have to say so many items are from Posh or Thrift Bin. So thank you to everyone for working so hard. It makes me happy because I love all these items. Oh, Denise, that's such a nice message. That is wonderful. Isn't it crazy if you've been doing this for any length of time, like the more you go into your closet, you're like, this is thrifted. This is thrifted. I took a snapshot of Rocco this morning before he left for school because I just picked him up a Celtics t-shirt at the bins. It had, it was just a circle. It was like something like 1986 Dream Team. And it just said McHale, Bird, and Parrish. And it was kind of like that washed out. And he was wearing that t-shirt to school today. And he had a pair of khakis that he himself bought at Savers when he was with his buddies for $3. I'm like, look at you, Rocco. I mean, the sneakers, they're never thrifted with Rocco, but everything else was thrifted and he looked really cute and he got his haircut. So I told him if he comes home during the live to come in and say hi with his haircut. Laura, you like the Spins? Isn't that such a great song? I love it so much. Oh my God. Counting Crows, Counting Crows. That was my spring break. We drove down with one of my best friends, Karen, and her parents drove an RV. And I listened to Anna Begins and Round Here. So we're talking 1989. No, not in 1989. That was high school. I graduated from college in 95. So this was probably like 93. Listen to Anna Begins and Round Here, Counting Crows, that album, August and Everything After. Is that what it's called? The whole way. And we spent 3 nights in Daytona Beach. And then they picked us up from Daytona. And then we went to Wilderness Lodge and we stayed in the RV in Disney for 2 nights. And that was one of my spring breaks. It was really fun. Oh my God, I love that album so much. What is your process after you research items? Do you take notes or list on the spot, trying to find a good system? This is a great question. You guys feel free to contribute in the comments. I'll give my take on this. I recently, is my sound okay, by the way? Because I'm using this. I'm trying to be more like the Tommy Bernard show, Tommy and Tracy, and be official. But this mic doesn't always work so well. So let me know how my sound is. I recently said about, you guys know how I use Vendoo. This is not like a Vendoo plug, but it is what I do. I come home, I open Vendoo, and instead of writing things on my spreadsheet, I put it right into Vendoo and create a draft. And I write my cost of goods and my title. It's also, if time permits, that's also where I start doing research. So I will, maybe grab a stock photo or get a description of something, and I'll start drafting stuff right there. Again, depending on time. If I'm like pressed for time, I will just do titles and cost of goods, and boom, excuse me, it's there. And I may have to wait on the research, but I really enjoy research. So usually I spread out on my dining room table too. That's where I process everything, and I'll start looking, and that's where I start. That way it kind of eliminates. When I first started, I had like an old school notebook. It wasn't even a spreadsheet. It was a notebook. And I wrote line by line every item I ever bought, with the date, with the size. I put my measurements in my notebook. It was like chunky by the end of the year. So that's what I started with, was a notebook. And then I went to Google Sheets. Is that the version? I'm not a good spreadsheet girl. But now I just go right into Vendu. That's what I do. And I start my research right there, and it's all in one place. Like, I have to say, it's just been nice to not have it written down and then on my spreadsheet and then into Vendu. Like, it's just eliminates all that, all the extra steps. So that is what works for me, but I would love to hear from everybody else. I always thought the star ratings. You're not dumb. I think you still get an overall rating. I think people see the rating. I think maybe I'm dumb, Tommy. Somebody correct. I'm not sure. Anna Begins. Yeah, we love her. We love that song. Hey, Heidi, how are you? This is Heidi. This is who went live with Hope the other night. Hi, kids. Was almost on time, but found a barbecue truck on the corner. We break for barbecue trucks. I love it. I love it. By the way, I'm a hairstylist as well, and I have to say, your hair. Oh, I love the blonde ends. I watched your video. Oh, yes. I did a vlog on getting my hair done, and I looked kind of ratchet in that video because my hair was everywhere. But my girl, Kim, who is also a posher, and she was also a fellow dance mom. That's where we met, was in my previous world as a dance mom. So my hair tends to get orange, brassy all the time. Plus we have well water. Our town water has a lot of iron in it. So she knows that I like a lot of ash, which is just like a not so, I mean, it's not that I just don't like red on me. I love redheads, and I think red highlights look so beautiful on people. I just like the blonder. So thank you, Mary Beth. I will pass that along to my friend Kim, who is a beautiful redhead. What else do we have here? It just doesn't last long because I'm old. Like I swear, like even after a couple, I'll have grays popping through after like 2.5 weeks. I swear. Oh, you watched my vlog. Thank you. Thank you to anybody who watches my vlogs. I know I have to start. I don't know. I feel like I have to still be more free flowing with this channel, because already I'm starting to get in my head about what I'm posting, and I just need to like post and post and post. I think it will be really fun. Women are so much better at this organization than most men. I'm not the most organized. Do you track your Real and ThreadUp sales on Vendu? I do not. They don't have those platforms. So no, that's a good question, Julie. So you know who does have a comprehensive spreadsheet, which I think I don't have it, but it is free. If you guys don't know by now, I would be shocked. But Ginger Marvin, Chris, and Kathy, they do a free spreadsheet. If you go subscribe to their channel while you're over there, you can get it on Etsy. You just have to put like 0 in the when you cash out. So like you put it in your cart, and it's pretty to look at. Like I've seen other spreadsheets available, but I'm a very visual person. And I think that's why I don't like most spreadsheets, because they're not pretty, but Kathy and Chris is pretty. There's my review. And it's free. So, and I also know that Chris has done like lives, and he kind of goes over his spreadsheet. And I think they sell on like 6 different platforms. So I think it handles all that. But Vendu has 10 platforms that they support, but ThreadUp and the Real are not on that list. I use the Ginger Marvin spreadsheet. See, Carrie uses it. I'm sure it's wonderful. If I were to use a spreadsheet, that's what I would use, because mine was not. I've been on the Marvin sheet. Oh, the Marvin sheet since January 1st. I love that, Heidi. That took me a second. Oh, there it is. Free reseller spreadsheet. Just add 0 at Lisette, what would I do without you? At checkout, or you can make a small donation to support their channel. Yes, they have Buy Me a Coffee, which is a really nice thing to do for them for their spreadsheet. And they are so sweet. I love this new channel in your real life updates. I'm now in the market for a latte machine because of you. Oh man, I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Love that machine so much. But I am like, I'm wired now all day long. I'm sleeping less since I got my latte machine. Not really. But okay, good. Just pulled up their link. Great. I'm glad some people are just hearing about it for the first time. Definitely check it out. I've tried a ton of times to download that spreadsheet, but it keeps saying it's not there anymore. I don't know about that. I don't know how to help you with that one, Bernadette. Maybe you reach out to them. I don't know. I think they get a lot. Queen of moderators, Lisette. Absolutely. She certainly is. She's the bomb. And also Lisette will never promote herself, but she just put out a new video with the teen reseller Keegan. They did a little box swap. So that was her second YouTube video. So Lisette, do me a favor and please link your channel, or will someone link Lisette's channel, New England Betty Boop, so we can subscribe to Lisette's also. Oh, wait a second. I hate when I show a thing and then I don't acknowledge it. Oh, thank you. Yay for the new channel. I'm having fun with the new channel. I really am. And I'm really enjoying the lives. It's been so nice to connect with people over here. I've really enjoyed it. Also using Ginger Marvis. I'm so clueless with spreadsheets. It's pretty though, right, Monique? Their spreadsheet, I think, is pretty user-friendly. I can't speak to it. Chris has contact info in their videos. Email him and he will help. Okay, perfect. That's awesome. Okay, I love that. What else do we want to chat about? My topics were, okay, so YouTube group. I had started to talk about Hope's challenge. I think that was before you hopped in, Heidi, or maybe you were here. But I have been thinking about, I've had a couple people reach out to me since I started this. Well, one was before, one was since I started my live, and asked to do a collaboration with me. And my content is pretty like packed for the future, but I thought it would be really nice to do a new creators spotlight to help YouTubers who are in the reseller space get a little love. And my thought was that I would kind of do a collab with 5 content creators who are not yet monetized. And I'm trying to think of a way to like make it so that it's a nice group, but it's not huge. So I think if I did it a couple times, that would give me a chance to highlight different resellers who might be interested. So I'm thinking, you guys let me know, I'm thinking that it should be, if anybody wants to collaborate, we can do a video. I haven't thought of the topic. We can think of something fun. We could do like a spring outfit challenge. Like we can do any sort of, collaboration that would be simple enough and fun for people to watch. But I want to keep it to a small group. So I'm thinking between like 5 and 7 creators. But here's the catch. There's a catch. You need to have posted 2 videos within the past 30 days. So if you haven't, this is your opportunity to get one up there, because it just shows me that you're in it. You're ready. You're like ready to take it to the next level. And I want to help you. And so I think it would be really fun. So if that's something you're interested in, you can DM me. I will like go in the order of people who message me. And it will probably be, I'm going to say probably the end of May, because I have stuff that's like already lined up, but I'm thinking May, like Rocco graduates in June and then summer vacation gets crazy and stuff, but maybe May. And then maybe I can do like one every other month where I take on like 5 or 7 new. You don't have to be new. You just have to be not monetized yet, and that be one of your goals, and also be working at it. You know what I mean? What I'm trying to avoid is like someone saying, yeah, I want to be a part of this, but I haven't uploaded in 5 years. You know what I mean? So I want to kind of engage with people who are active now. So anyways, that was just a thought. And I think it would be a great way for me to get to meet some people and just promote promote new content creators, because it's difficult. It's difficult to be consistent, and it's hard sometimes if you have a lot of questions, and there might be some simple answers that we can help each other out with. So I'm in. Thank you for answering. I've been watching since the very beginning. Oh, great. Thank you. I'm so happy that you're here. Oh, so fab. Collab. I would love to collab. I'm not monetized. Okay, wonderful. I think it would really be fun. Francis, oh my God, I would love to collaborate. I'm at 550 subs. I have 22 videos. Awesome. Awesome. I mean, it's a grind, you guys. It's not easy. Started 3 months ago. Good job. 22 videos in 3 months. That's pretty impressive, Francis. That is awesome. That would be so much fun. I would totally do that. I've spent the last 3 months working. See, I don't even know all the people who have channels, and I apologize if I haven't checked out your channel. It's, things get so busy. And I think as viewers, like, I kind of tune into, I'm like a creature of habit. I watch the same people over and over. So, not to sit, she's talking about me. No, Heidi, you just have to do 2 videos. And then by the time I do it, you can be in that group. If you want to be, you may not want to be. And I think it's only been a year for you. It hasn't been 5 years, but that's my gentle nudge that maybe you'd be in the summer group. That would be awesome. The shout out you gave my channel on your first live bumped my subscribers so much. Oh, I'm so happy. I am so happy. Yeah, I would love it. I know Mary Ellen's been working hard. 900. Mary Ellen, that's so exciting. Oh my gosh. Look at everybody's working hard. Hi, Andrea. How are you? Listening and listing. That's a good combo. Yeah, I think that would be fun. I've been trying to think of a way to kind of to do something. I don't know. Many of you know my story because I feel like I've said it a million times, but Courtney from Come & Tags was one of the first people who gave me a shout out, and I had no idea who she was. I mean, I know who she was. She had no idea who I was. We had never interacted, is what I'm trying to say. I, of course, was watching Courtney. I was in New York. So, and I think I had, she had done a video where she talked about 10 reseller channels that she was watching, and she was going down the list. And I don't know if I didn't watch it first for sure. I was getting notifications on YouTube, and I'm like, what is happening? Why are people following me? I think I might have had, I'm not joking, like 40 or 60. It was low. I don't even think I had 100. I'll have to ask Courtney. I'll have to go back to the video. I don't remember, but it was early on. I want to say it was April, and I had started my channel in January, late January or February. So it was only a couple of months. And I had no expectation for my channel. I just kind of started, I just pressed go and just went. But she had given me a little shout out, and it wasn't like my channel exploded, but it was the first time I kind of feel like Courtney put me on the map. Like, she mentioned my name just out of the kindness of her heart. It wasn't like I had asked. Like, sometimes I struggle when it's like the constant promoting of I'm this far. And like, we all have those benchmarks that we're all trying to get to, and it's hard. But what I worry about for the people who are always like who are getting there, but I don't know how to say this. Sometimes if you have this huge boost from the community, yes, you get monetized and then you're there. But then, like, if you're not still creating consistently, or if now nobody's like promoting you left and right, and then I think it can be like a little bit of a downer, like after you get monetized. But once you get monetized, it's really a nice perk. Actually, I think I'm going to get monetized with this video on this channel. So that is funny, because I was at like 3.7, because in case you didn't know, you need 1,000 subscribers to get monetized, and you also need 4,000 watch hours. So I have the subscribers here, but I'm at like 3.7 watch hours, 3,700. And my lives have been averaging like between 400 and 500 watch hours. So I'm pretty sure that I will probably be eligible after this. So thank you guys all for tuning in today, because I think this will be the one that pushes me over. But anyways, I'm forever grateful for Courtney for that. And if there's something that I can do for the community, it would be great. And I feel like I'm far enough on my path now that I would love to start creating with some newer creators. So did I say creating? Collaborating. Okay, I've missed a lot here, so I'm sorry. Here we go. So now I'm plugging myself. I'm going to have Kelly Schaffner. Oh, I love Kelly on IG Live tomorrow night at 9. Oh, Kelly is so sweet. All right, Lisette, make sure you send me a reminder on that and I will share it. That's awesome. Oh, here's Amber. Amber, were you here earlier? I was talking about you. Amber is also someone I want to have on my live. We've talked about it. And then I, of course, dropped the ball. So we're going to get Amber on here and we're going to pick her analytical brain. So definitely, if there's anything special you'd like to talk about with Amber and I think Amber is going to be on Hope's channel soon. So I'll give her a little bit of time after that, and then we'll come over here. All right. This girl is not a public speaker. I will be a watcher. Okay, Carrie, that's okay. I just want to make sure, like, just the people who commented about YouTube channels. I didn't even realize that all of these people had channels. So I think it would be really fun. Fortunately, it's not public speaking. This is very true. I will say, I get more stressed out going live on Instagram than I do on YouTube. Give me my camera and alone in a room all day long. Although I'm warming up with this crew here. I do enjoy lives a lot. Hi, Amber. I have 19 videos started in January. I'm just under 150 subscribers. Congratulations. It's hard to be consistent. I think that's the hardest thing. So that's awesome. We're gonna work on that. That's the thing about a shout out. If you take it and run, it will compound. If you don't take advantage, it will tank your channel. Yes, Tommy, that's a better way of putting it. I was trying to articulate it without, I don't want it to sound negative in any way, but sometimes the shout outs can be good. And then if you kind of don't ride the wave or keep moving with that momentum, it can actually hurt you, because the algorithm on YouTube would be like, what the hell happened? Like, you got all these subs and you got this boost in views and now it's radio silence, and then they won't recommend you, So I really feel like consistency trumps so much. Like, if you are just consistent, not just consistent, it's hard to be consistent, but thank you, Tommy. I was trying to like find the right way to say that. Like, a shout out is fantastic, but it's so much more than that, So that was great. Carrie. Hey, go dog, go. Oh, Tommy, thank you. Thank you. I think I'd become my 8-year-old's hero if I started a YouTube channel. Oh, I love that, Julie. They would. I mean, I think I horrified my children when I got a YouTube channel, but my kids were 18, so it was different for my kids. Now they've accepted it. Now I think it's like the fun fact at like icebreakers. They say my mom's on YouTube and people laugh. Oh, thank you. Amber, loved your video on Matt's manifesto. You are the best of the best with analytics. I have not seen that yet. So Matt is Thrift to Life. What is his name? He's like in California, I think, and he does a manifesto for men's brands. Is that correct, Tommy? I don't follow him too closely, but I think that's kind of what he's known for. So he gives like a brand list, like a free brand list, and then Amber broke it down. Freaking Amber, she's so good. I want to see that. Oh yeah, about the monetization. Oh, thank you, Dawn. Thank you very much. Time to put time with Tata on play, all in the background. You don't have to do that. You don't have to, but sure, if you want to. I really think that this live is going to be good. And I vowed that I was not going to make this channel like I wasn't going to be a slave to all that. I wanted it to be carefree and fun, and that's what it's been. But, monetization doesn't suck. Thanks, Tommy. I'm glad that video finally happened. I have to watch that, Amber. Yeah, you guys have to follow Amber if you're not following her yet. She doesn't post enough. She's busy. Amber has a full-time job. She's an actuary. I wasn't here earlier. Just stopped by. Now I'll have to go back. Oh, yeah. Yes, we were chatting about you. Do you think you will look for more men's now, Amber? Oh, you would probably crush it with men's. Oh, after viewing the manifesto. I like selling men's clothes. I really do. I feel like there's less haggling. And I'm always replenishing my men's bins. They're never like overflowing, because I feel like I find stuff and it just goes. You are all about the analytics. Where'd we go? Watching your channel after you bought those bridesmaid dresses. Oh, those brides. That was fascinating. The bridesmaids. That video was really interesting. I struggle with formal wear a lot just because of the length and the storage. I have 2 wedding dresses. One's like a vintage one from the 50s that is gorgeous, and I haven't listed it. The other one is listed. It's been around forever. Hello, Keegan. Welcome back. Where did you go, Keegan? Are lives better or uploaded videos? This is a good question. Maybe Tommy can speak to this because Tommy's channel, the Tommy Bernard podcast that Tommy does with Tracy, they're like, are you guys like 100% live? I think it's whatever YouTube gets used to. And so for me now, if I do a live on Lori's Boston Found, I don't know that it would do that well because even if I had great attendance for it and people watched it on the, on the replay, I think it would hurt that channel because it wouldn't be as much as say like a bins haul that gets, more views than a live would get. I think it's whatever you establish on your channel. I almost called this channel Lives with Lori, but I knew I was going to want to vlog and I didn't want to get locked into lives because life happens. And I really enjoy doing the lives. And the thing that I worried about the most was that feeling like, oh, I got to go live. And I don't feel that way doing this in the day. I have a lot of energy. Nighttime, sometimes for me, I have to like gear up for it. But I'm glad that I went with just time with Tata and made this a part of this channel, but not like the end all be all for this channel. But I think it's whatever you make of it. Let me see if Tommy weighed in. Thrift a Life. He is awesome. That's the guy who does the manifesto. Yeah, I should check him out. I feel like it doesn't help my channel that I watch videos and comment on this account, but my videos are under a different email because I need a separate one for work. That I watch videos. Oh, I see. I see what you're saying. I don't know. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, like how you interact with other channels. I don't think that matters. I think it's more like just what you're producing. I think it would help you with other content creators that you're engaging on their channel and that you're leaving comments and showing support, and then they might support you back and that sort of thing. But I don't think like YouTube cares. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think so. My kids would be mortified if they caught me YouTube. My kids, my daughter specifically was like, what? But she's embraced it now. She has. Tommy Bernard podcast on YouTube. If you guys want to follow Tommy, he's great. We've missed Tommy. Tommy's taken a little bit of a break. Are you back, Tommy? I'm curious when you're back. Keegan, I'm working on a video about the magic USPS chart. Thank you. So Heidi is also someone who I'd love to have chat. We called her Mother eBay. That's your new name, in case you were wondering, Heidi, from Hope's Live, Mother eBay, because she has all sorts of great tips. She's very nurturing. She's very inclusive to try to help you if you struggle with eBay. And yes, Mother eBay leaves all sorts of tips for us. So she's working on a chart for weighing and measuring on USPS. And I will say, I'm going to share a tip that I learned on Monday night with Heidi after I take a sip of my seltzer. Heidi shared with us, and this may be common knowledge, but it was not Tata knowledge, that if an item is first class, so under 16 ounces, you don't have to do the measurements on it. Never knew that. The measurements are there on eBay, so I just always include them. And Heidi informed me that eBay just ignores the measurements. It just goes by the weight and the zip code, like where it's going to, and that's where you get your price. The measurements don't matter. So Heidi, thank you so much. Like, these are the things I learned. That was a great tip for me. I'm back, and now Tracy is mid-move, maybe next week or so. Oh, okay, so you're solo, Tommy, and you're having guests on. Are you, Tommy, leave your schedule for us. Like Sundays and Tuesdays, I'm awful. You need to let us know because I want to tune in. Monique's kids are so mean to her because they don't want her to be on YouTube. What did I miss here? Oh, do you know my kids? I get it. I think Heidi just speaks from experience as an experienced mom. Well, anyways, I'm excited about that. So I will check my DMs to see who's interested. excuse me, Keegan, I don't know if you were here when I announced it, but I just said, I'm going to say it really briefly. I'm going to do a little collaboration with YouTube creators who are under under monetization level. So under 1,000. You're not monetized yet. That's what I'm trying to say. DM me if you would like to collaborate. You have to have done, what did I say? 2 videos in the past month. I want people who are like currently working on growing their channel, and we'll come up with some theme, and then we'll do it again in a few months, and as a way to encourage new creators. So that's that. I'm kind of open. I have on here spring planning, but I don't know if anybody really wants to talk about spring planning. Great point, Tommy. Thinking about who I watch, the ones watched for their lives. I don't watch any of their recorded content. The ones I watch their lives too. What did Tommy say? Waiting on his better half. I think I missed something. eBay ignores all measurements, even priority up to 12 by 12 by 12. I think that's the cutoff. Get out. Even priority? What am I wasting my time on? Seriously? So as long as it's under 12 by 12 by 12, don't even worry about measurements. That's crazy. Oh, she's talking to Teen Relish. Spring planning, please. Okay, Michelle wants to talk about spring planning. It's not like anything specific. I'm just curious what people are doing for spring planning. And I just recently started using Google Calendar because you guys know I'm like a paper person. So I write everything down in planners, and then somehow I still miss appointments. My dentist yesterday, I rescheduled my cleaning, and they answered the phone and they're like, "Oh, Lori Tata, hold 1 second, please." I'm like, geez, what did I do? So she puts me on hold, and she comes back and she said, "Dr. So-and-so said that you've missed so many appointments that if you miss again, it's going to be $100 fee instead of $50. So I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I said, I promise. I wrote those appointments everywhere I possibly could. The thing with my dentist office is they give me like 2 weeks notice, and then I forget it. And I rely on their call instead of writing in my book, but I'm writing it in my book right now. Anyways, what are you guys doing as far? Oh, spring planting. No, I kill all my plants, Heidi. Do you know I think I've said this before. My mom watched one of my videos and scolded me because my plant needed water as she was watching one of my lives, like texted me, water your plant. Mom, that's what you do when you visit. I just leave one by one, everything oversized. Pirate ship. Okay, this is the cubic. Yes, cubic pirate ship. That's like the best way to save when it goes into a bag and not a box. Couple hundred easy. Oh, that's amazing. Who's here? Oops. Oh my God, I think I just blocked somebody. Oh my gosh, form is content was blocked for 5 minutes. I did that. I am so sorry. Oh my gosh, I hope they can at least watch. I didn't mean to do that. I am so sorry. Oh my God, I'm embarrassed. See, I'm the worst moderator. I got to get off. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I just did that. I am so sorry. I hope they come back. Anyways, so for me, I have noticed that every month I have something that is happening. So this month we're going to Pennsylvania to see the kids. In the month of May, I think I'm going to Florida with my husband. He has, he's got to go to Naples for an event. June is graduation. July, we're going to Hilton Head for the first time ever as a family trip. And then we're going to drive to Savannah. And yeah, we just have stuff picking up, and I'm finding like I have to like wipe away the cobwebs and like really start planning my content more, planning around my business. Like that question that came up about when to turn on vacation mode and whatnot. So those are things that I'm starting to think about, and I'm just wondering if everybody is, oh, form of content. Sorry about that. Oh, you let them back? I wonder if you're able to do that. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. So I was just wondering if your calendars are already starting to fill up, or if you're still kind of in pandemic, like anything goes mode. I don't know. For me, I've just noticed that I'm really excited about things picking up, but I'm also like slightly stressed. Rocco, yeah, you're going to come say hi with your haircut when you're ready. So I have been really trying to get on the ball. So I made my dentist appointment yesterday and a doctor's appointment yesterday. And yeah, I'm feeling better about it. Now I have to get on the Peloton and I need to start incorporating exercise in to everything because the Weight Watchers thing is going well and I'm really enjoying that. And I'm just hoping that that can parlay into some more outdoor activity as the weather gets warmer. We've been walking a lot more. Can't wait to start planting. We have a garden too, but it's Jay's department. He's the green thumb. So that's usually our Memorial Day weekend activity. And I'm very excited for that too. Keep us posted. I have tons of longtime friends. Oh, in Savannah and Naples. Oh, cool. My brother just moved to Florida and he's in Naples now. So I'm hoping to be able to go visit him in May because I haven't been down there. I've never been to Naples before. This is a conference that my husband, his company used to go to Miami. Rocky got his haircut and he's wearing his thrifted shirt.
And I'm wearing my thrifted shirt.
And there he is.
I am.
That wasn't much of a preview. That's all we get today. That's all we get.
Well, I hate just crouching down.
Well, come down. Come close. I can put this up higher. See, you still left it pretty long. Rocco, we can't see you.
Well, it's kind of like an awkward angle.
Well, just come sit. Oh, there we go.
This is my hair.
See, he kind of
cut it pretty short, but my hair grows fast, so I grew back.
He didn't really cut the sides that short. He did like a short,
I cut the sides pretty short compared to where they had the chicken wings going before.
That was cool.
It was fine.
Did you bring your grades up in stats yet?
Nope.
What about psychology?
We should share our situation.
Oh, do you guys want to hear this? This is a good one.
So we had a deal. The deal was that if I got my grades up, wow, I hate my head looks stupid. I hate the reverse. I never know which way to lean.
You look great, baby.
Yeah, if I got my grades up, I would be able to have the house to myself on Thursday because she's going to this little conference thing.
So we're going to New York.
So I was like, oh, okay, I'll get my grades up. And then all of a sudden, no, well, that's not the issue. And then just pulled a fast one on me and said, no matter what the grades are, you can't have people over.
That wasn't really a fast one. Here's the scenario.
Pretty quick.
Here's the scenario. We're going to New York.
I hate the inverted.
Well,
I never know which side to fix.
Don't even worry.
Well, now I'm worried because I got these fellas looking at me.
These fellas. There's only a couple fellas here. Tommy and Gary.
Hey, Tom. How's it going, Gary?
Anyways, we were going to leave Rocco overnight, just like to have some friends here. Typically, Meme comes and she hangs with Rocco.
Yeah, wow, Lori.
And Lulu Marie.
Agreed.
Oh, the teen reseller. Wow, what? Traitor. He called me a traitor. Keegan is here. He's team Rocco for sure. Anyways, the long and short of it was we thought, okay, if we leave for one night, Rocco can stay here with a couple of his buddies. He's almost 18. I'll have like all my friends in the neighborhood kind of check in. What is he going to do? Even though it's St. Patrick's Day, is he really going to have a party? No, because he has school the next day. Then we get the freaking message from the school that says no school on Friday. I'm like, okay, now we have a situation. Now Rocco's home alone, no school on Friday, and it's St. Patrick's Day. And his grades suck. So then I was like, just two. So then I was like,
two. I have all these B's.
Anyways.
No, and then she said, if you get your grades up, we won't call your grandmother to stay at the house. And I said, okay, deal.
And
then yesterday I said, my grades are almost up. Should I go ask for extra credit, or are you guys still gonna call my mom?
You get your grades up and then we'll discuss it. We're not going to give you any information until we're walking out the door. We're not going to give you time to plan anything. So you get your grades up. What does Tommy say? If you haven't burned down a house before when he left alone, you haven't lived yet, Rocco. Tommy, you're not helping. You're not helping. Let him stay alone. East Coast Thrifter. Look at all party at the Tatus. On my way. You're going to let Keegan come to your party?
Oh, yeah. If you can.
I say trust Rocco. Oh, my gosh.
Agreed.
You know what I say? This is my motto, and I've used it with all my children. What do I say, Rocco? What equals freedom? Responsibility equals freedom. I don't even.
Let's take another step back. Senior year, second semester. the quarter's not even coming close to a close. I'm missing one assignment. That's holding me back. One assignment is all that's
Why are you
holding me
missing anything?
back.
But I couldn't be trusted.
I didn't do it, guys. I didn't do the one assignment because I'm a senior, second
Just take
semester.
those old records off the shelf.
I'm into college.
He seems like such a great guy. Trust Rocco.
For real.
For real. Well, Rocco wins. You see, all the men are Gary's saying it too.
Mm-hmm.
It's so hard to say no, especially to the baby. I'm so worn down by 3.
I don't like this.
He's safer at home than lost in Boston after a playoff game, Mom. Just saying. Do you remember that live?
You were live for that?
Yes. Tommy, that was a stressful night. I think I had to end.
I wasn't lost in Boston. I grabbed one wrong train.
You were lost in Boston.
And then I got on the right train and they were like,
he has a senior and last semester left in him. Have fun. I know. It is. He is into the college that he's probably going to go to.
Ask how many Angie and Anthony had a few parties through their high school
Angie
days.
and Anthony had good grades all the time.
Mm-hmm. I got honor roll first semester. Fun fact, everyone. I'm writing a paper on how to get honor roll.
He did.
Without doing any work.
That's great, Rocco. Rocco, I would say
we have to give a speech. And she said, make it a little funny for public speaking. And I said, I'm going to make mine on how to. She was like, I never see you bring anything to class. And I was like, I don't. She was like, you could write a project on how you have all A's and B's and don't bring anything to class and don't do anything. I'm like, hell yeah, I could.
Did you really do a speech on that?
No, I'm writing one right now.
You're writing one on that? Well, that's something you can speak to.
I have all A's and B's. I'm getting there.
Responsible senior equals stay alone, maybe. Find a cute study buddy, Rocco. Incentive to get work done. His buddy is Marcus, and I think I trust Marcus less than Rocco.
Marcus, everyone has worse grades than me right now.
She was live with us. You could see it in her eyes. She was actually petrified. I would have been as well. I was really scared that night. For those of you who don't know, Rocco went to a Red Sox game. Patriots?
Red Sox
playoff. Oh yeah, it was October. And went in the wrong direction on the train. I was really scared.
Fine.
I know, minus 29. Oh, he lives in Canton. I used to be a nanny in Canton. No, I was in Sharon. I was I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
go ahead.
Responded to Brenda.
I was a nanny. That's all. Start a YouTube channel, Hacking High School. Oh, we're going to have shirts made up for Rocco, Boys at the Bins. I think we talked about that last week. Hilarious. All right.
I'm leaving.
Thank you.
I really do think I should be able to have a party this weekend. Not that I would even have a party.
See, you just screwed yourself by saying that.
No, also, this is another good one. So my sister would just lie. Be like, no one's coming over. And then she'd have a big party. And I'm an honest soul. I would never do that to my mother, who's raised me and done me no wrong. So what I do is I tell the truth. I'm like, I'm going to have a party, Mom. And she's like, well, you can't do that. I'm like, would you rather me lie to you? And then she's like, well, I don't know. And then she's like, well, if I didn't know. But I think it's
Meme's going to watch
honest.
This live. Meme doesn't want you to be alone.
Meme, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
All right. Well, anyways.
Heart wants what it wants. I'm going to have a girl over. I'm going to go on a date. And you're killing that for me. My date said she'll only come over. There's no people.
I don't know if I want you here alone with a girl either. Oh boy, it is so hard. It's so hard. I'll just go to
prom alone.
Oh, stop.
I'm actually going to take one of my guy friends from a different school because he has to get in.
See, Rocco, you did.
She's my only chance of getting into prom. And I don't make the rules.
Here, would you never, ever, Tay ever let you forget it? He's laying it on thick. He really is. All right.
I've gone like all of high school without throwing a party. And
I know he has.
And I feel bad because
everyone
else throws parties.
You've attended enough with your older siblings. It's like I always feel bad for Rocco because Rocco never
I never get into parties.
Rocco is like the most social.
No. Yeah.
You're all social. Anyways. Poor Rocco, I said he never saw Elmo because like he was the youngest. So the older kids were already watching. They were swearing when he was young. He is pretty damn funny. All right. That's all for now.
Rocco is going to watch a TV show. Hell yeah, baby.
I do have a nest. I got a nest for Christmas, Tommy. Oh, that's such a good idea.
Perfect. I love it.
Go get it. It's in the other way. My mother gave me the Nest for Christmas. Was it the Nest? No, Ring. No, Nest. No, I think it was called Ring. It's right over there, Rocco. Anyways, you guys are the best. Thank you. I've been really struggling with this. Thrift of Life is hilarious. Just leave the live on. You guys can watch for me. I'll just leave the live on and we'll watch Rocco. Anyways, sorry, we digress. You get back and you just have to say, well, are you going to give me your side of the story about the weekend? Found out mine got busted by the cops for having parties. Cops were called. Yeah, Rocco is honest to a fault. So I do appreciate his honesty. I just also have like my inventory in the basement, and oh, I know. If he could just say, Mom, like if he said we're going to have 5 or 6 guys here, no one's going to leave the house, I'd be like, cool. But I just worry that it's going to turn into more. Yeah, I think we have the ring. Do a live of Rocco's party, and it can be sponsored by Nest. Keegan, you're a funny guy. You're funny. Anyways, that was Rocco with his haircut. What, baby?
I'm gonna have 5 or 6 guys over. No one's gonna leave. It's gonna be very tame. I promise.
5 or 6 guys, maybe.
That's it. That's all.
All right. We'll let you know on Thursday at dinner time if you can stay alone for the night. For real. That's the bottom line.
Well, I already found somewhere else to go. St. Patty's Day, and instead we're doing a party at some lame house. Oh, sounds like a blast, doesn't it, guys?
I'd rather that. Virtual teen sitters. What did somebody just wrote? Right? I just saw something. Oh, the Truman Show. Do you guys remember the Truman Show? That was weird. When he says, Mom, we're just going to
Ruben?
Yeah.
He works at Men's Warehouse.
Yeah.
Said, if you guys get enough people, I can get you free rentals for prom.
Oh, good. Well, that's nice. I know we'll have prom season next. That'll be our next poll.
Well, I lost my prom date just because she wouldn't let me.
Okay, that's enough now.
It's true.
I don't believe that for a second. We're hoping that the girl he drives to school every day, he'll take to prom.
Okay.
Now he'll leave. Ay. All right. So spring planning turned into Rocco's haircut, and should he stay alone this weekend? Oh my gosh, he's a trip. Keegan giving parenting advice. Oh, I'm way behind now. 5 to 6 guys, 12 girls. The law of averages, Rocco. You know what's funny is Rocco's grade is disproportionate to men. Like I want to say that it's like 2/3 girls and 1/3 guys in Rocco's grade. I know it was in our town, but we're a regional high school, so I don't know if the high school as a whole is. But when he was younger, there would be 12 girls in a class and 8 guys all the time when he was little. So what was I saying about Google Calendar? I do my content creation in Google Calendar. Tommy, you said that there was a way I could share the screen, didn't you, on StreamYard? I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that. Google Calendar. I don't know if I can do this. Let me go back here. Okay, I might screw this up for a second, but let me just see. Picture in layout. Press Shift 7. Oh my gosh. Let's see if this works. Hold on. What's going to show here? Nope. All right. I'm not going to waste time here. Oh, wait a second. Yes. Bottom share screen, then tab, pick what you want. Oh, share. Okay. Perfect. Share screen. Oh my God. Share screen. Awesome. Window, and I want this. No, Google Calendar. Look at this. Can you guys see? Share. Timeout. Oh wait, what did I just do? What did I do? That looks bizarre. Timeout. I did something wrong. We're almost there. Oh my gosh, this is bad. Let's go back. Let's go back to the screen. Remove. Okay, I screwed something up. Hold on. I tried pressing and nothing happened. Okay. Anyways, Google Calendar. That's what I wanted to talk about. I love that Google Calendar is color coordinated. So for me, right now, when I'm planning my content, and this you can apply this anyway. I am mostly a write things down kind of a person. We all know that. But for content creation or things that have moving parts, share tab, not screen. Okay. Hold on. Stop sharing. Share. Oh my God, I feel like my mother. It says slides, extra camera, video file, or share screen. Like those are my options, Tommy. So if I say share screen share with easiest with 2 monitors. I'm going to try this one more time. And let's do window and that. I'm going to try it one more time. Let's see. We did it. We did it. I don't know how much of this information I want to share though. Now I'm like a little nervous, but if we go to, anyways, this is just the month of February, but if we go to March, I want to share that. And now it's not sharing. Okay. Anyways, I was so close, but then I had the wrong tab. Yay, success. You guys, thank you for bearing with me here. I'm going to remove this and we're going to try one more time. Google Calendar, because this is what you guys are like my guinea pigs. Share. Oh, hide. Anyways, all I wanted to say is that it color coordinates and that so I do all of my YouTube videos in red. Those are my non-sponsored videos. I do those in red text. Any family life events, travel is in blue. If it is sponsored by Poshmark, it's in a different color. If it's sponsored by Vendu, it's in purple. So when I look at the screen, I know where all of my content is. All my time with Tata stuff, I put in yellow. So what happens is sometimes I'll get a concept for a video and I will put it on my calendar and then I will end up like spontaneously thrifting and be like, oh, well, I'm not going to do this what sold video because I just went to Savers and thrifted. So I'm going to click on this and move it over. And I can just, it's like a puzzle on Google Calendar. And I can't believe how wonderful it's been for me. And for me also like trying to keep sponsored content. Because I do 3 videos a month for Vendu and 1 per month for Poshmark currently. So I need to make sure it's staggered so there aren't like 4 videos that are sponsored. And I have 2 other sponsorships that are unrelated to reseller content. So I need to make sure that everything is kind of spread out evenly. And I sound organized, Live Style Rewind, but I'm really not. I didn't know you were. Oh, Lorraine, I'm sorry. I put it on Instagram. I was hoping people would be able to catch it. So anyways, the Google Calendar really has helped me. And then once I do it on Google Calendar, like I do have my little written version here. So I don't know if you can see there are tiny little dots. Some of the dots are pink and some are like tan. The pink dots are Lori's Boston Found videos. And then the brown dots are Time with Tata videos. So I have like a little visual when I look at my handwritten calendar as well, but it's been really fun for me. Does anybody else here use Google Calendar or like enjoy the color coordination of planning? I don't know. I'm kind of a nerd when it comes to planning, but it's been super helpful. I'm going to try this one last time and see if we can, because then it will, let me just make sure there's nothing here that I don't want to share. Okay. I'm going to try this with my patient crew here. Share screen. Share screen. Window. Okay, but it's not. But I want this screen. So, oh, there it is. Okay, now it got to the right screen. Oh, now it's freaking doing this again. Oh my gosh. No one's going to watch this on the rewind. They're going to be like, what is with this person? All right. Tommy, I'm going to message you later and we can work this out, or I can watch a YouTube video, right? Anyways, If you're selling over 300 pairs of Hokas in 3 months, you must be organized as well. I clearly missed something. Color coding is a way of life. Yes. Andrea says, I have about 3 notifications on all of my calendar items so I don't forget. Oh, that's good. So does it like pop up on your phone? Because you can also have your laptop speak to your phone when it comes to Google Calendar so they can work together. Anyways, I have found it to be super helpful. And is this one adding to stream? No, we're going to get rid of this. Stop that screen. Oh no, I'm just going to leave this where I am here. It looks like the Matrix. I know it like kind of, you guys are seeing just me now though, right? Or are you seeing the Matrix screen? I'm hoping you're just seeing me. Stop screen. Okay, that's that. So does anybody have any more questions? I feel like I'm like losing it a little bit, my train of thought here. 1 day before morning and then 30 minutes before I have to leave. I love that. See, that would have been great for my dentist, so I wouldn't be on the hit list over there. And you can just set that up. Is that through Google Calendar, Andrea? Keegan, I have an amazing connection. It's hard to believe most days. Okay. There's some side stuff here. Are you guys paper planners or digital planners? I'm curious about that. Will you leave a comment on that if you're digital or paper planner? Because I wonder if I'm just so outdated. Is there any way to tag someone without typing out the full name? You mean here, Keegan? I'm not sure what you're referring to. Yeah, it's part of each item when you are setting the time and date. Oh. I'll have to check that out. I do feel, so the other thing about Google Calendar, which if I could share, I would. I promise next video, I'm going to work on that. I'm a paper planner person. Say that 3 times fast. I've seen on YouTube people who do their digital planner, their Google Planner, and all like pretty, like say if I wanted to have like my brand colors represented, because right now I have to pick from the colors that they give, but I think you can customize it so that you can actually add colors that are more in tune with, like if you want an aesthetic, you can do that too. So I would love that. Paper planner. I think Tommy and Thingy. Digital for sure. My husband was a paper planner forever, and he just used to have like the little tiny one, nothing fancy. And he held on to that forever. And then he finally went digital, and he's like, oh my gosh, I will never, ever, ever go back. And I'm starting to feel that way with my Google Calendar. Like for content creating, it's really good because things are always changing. And that I found when I was putting it on paper, I was like writing things down and scratching them out and drawing arrows, and this video changed and my topic changed and that sort of stuff. So I really like digital planning for stuff that is in motion, stuff that's not always set in stone. Hot Mess Express here. I actually lose my planner all the time. Oh, you must take it with you. I feel like my planners don't leave my house. They're like here. But now that we're going out more, I'm sure I'll take them with me now. Paper all the way. I'm technologically challenged, born in the wrong decade again, I guess. Well, clearly I am technologically challenged as well because I can't figure out how to share my screen. I'm paper planner. I do want to digital. I started Vendu today. Oh, awesome. I hope you like it. Let me know what you think. That is awesome. Vendu, I obviously love Vendu. What do we have here? My phone is still tagging you. Okay. I have a calendar on the fridge, but it's basically for letting me know when my husband is off work and we're headed up north. Oh, that's helpful. And the young man who did the documentary on Lori's Boston Found, I'm hoping to publish that tonight or tomorrow. He just texted me. He's got to come over and I'm going to download it to my external hard drive. I have like a 4-minute intro and then his documentary, and he did such a great job with it. I don't think, well, that was last Thursday, so I haven't talked about the documentary. He did such a good job. It's 12 minutes long. He's going to come over tonight at 6 o'clock. He just messaged me. And that way I can upload that to Lori's Boston Found tomorrow before I head out. So that's perfect. That is great. Talking to myself here. No planning, zero. ADD works best under pressure. I feel you on that one, Tommy. I've been feeling really ADD lately. I was on Adderall for 1 year in my adult life, and it was fantastic. But I I didn't like the side effects of it. I had missed so many appointments when my kids were little, and I don't know if it was just because I was like in the thick of parenting, or if I really have attention problems, or if I was just overwhelmed at the time. But the medication was wonderful, but I felt like I was very cranky on it, and I hyper focused on whatever I was working on, and then like I was nasty like around me. I don't know. It didn't I lost weight though, which I loved. But I remember I got my dining room table off of Craigslist, and I restored the entire table and the chairs. And I was like pulling up shrubs and gardening. Jay would come out at like 8:30 at night. He'd be like, "Are you coming to bed?" I'm like, "Just one more shrub." Like I was so hyper focused. And I feel like it had weird side effects on me, but I definitely have a little trouble focusing sometimes. Hello, everyone. I'm late. I don't know what happened to my notification. Oh, no. Well, I'm glad you're here. We have a little bit of chat left. What was my most embarrassing YouTube moment? Hmm. I don't know, because embarrassing moments I can edit, Keegan. Should be what's my most embarrassing live moment. And I'm not really sure. I can't think of anything offhand. What about anybody in the comments? Have you had like a moment on YouTube? Have you had one yet, Keegan? I typically get embarrassed. Not embarrassed isn't the right word, but sometimes if I watch stuff back and I've given misinformation or I've really butchered a pronunciation, and because what happens sometimes is when the camera is on you and you're talking, you like do the best you can, right? But there are definitely moments where I'll repeat myself, or I'll say something like, "Well, I only had 4 sales this month and I meant to say this weekend," or like things like that. It's not really embarrassing, but sometimes when I go back and edit, I'm like, "Oh my gosh," or I'll say something and I know how to pronounce it, but I'll pronounce it wrong because I'm like thinking about 4 other things while I'm filming. And then I go back and I'm like, "You sound like a dope here." And then I'll get 1,000 people correcting me in the comments. I mean, I think people are generally pretty kind, but yeah, so I wouldn't say that it's embarrassing, but yeah, I edit. That's what I do. What did Tommy say? Women do much better on Vyvanse. Adderall is like, it's so funny. I had a friend, Tommy, who took Vyvanse, and this is like probably not the best thing to talk about sharing meds, but back in the day, before like when I was out of Adderall or whatever, my friend gave me her Vyvanse and I liked it so much better. I felt so much better on it. So it's funny you say that. I literally wasn't even on it for a year and I went off it cold turkey. I was just like, I just didn't feel good about it, how I felt. But anyways, that's interesting. I did like Vyvanse. My entire channel is embarrassing because I still haven't figured out video editing. That's tricky. Yeah, I mean, I've said this 100 times too, but I feel like I have like a new audience from when I used to talk about this all the time. But I'm not joking when I say it took me weeks to figure out how to actually just upload a video. I didn't understand why I couldn't upload it directly to YouTube, that I had to actually download it first and then pull the file up to YouTube. And at the time, if your video was under 15 minutes, you could bring it directly to YouTube. But now I think I talked to somebody recently. They're like, "Oh, it hasn't been that way in a really long time." And I would, so I struggled with that, like just uploading, which is so frustrating because after you've like fumbled your way through actually recording a video and getting it to the point where you're ready to upload and then you can't upload. The other thing that I really struggled with, and it's on iMovie, and I mean, now it's like brushing my teeth, but the picture in picture or the split screen or any of like where to put audio, that audio goes below the bar and text goes above the bar. Like there were so many things. I had zero experience on iMovie, absolutely none. And it was what was on my computer. So that's what I started with. I actually have Final Cut Pro and I've had it for 2 years. And I just pulled some some stuff into Final Cut Pro, because now I feel like with iMovie, there are certain limitations. I find that I do a lot of like my text overlays on Canva, and then I bring them in. And according to people who use Final Cut Pro, there's a lot of like text upgrades that in transitions and music and sound effects and all that stuff that's preloaded onto Final Cut, so that I wouldn't have to like be searching elsewhere for some of the overlays. So that stuff can be really complicated, but you'll get it. I edited it out, I guess. Yeah. I like reminders that you are a real person, not a scripted, polished, edited professional. Yeah, gosh, yeah. No, I mean, I think that's why I like lives too, Heidi. None of my stuff is scripted though. I mean, I know what I want to say for the most part, but I've never gone off a script. In fact, that's one of the trickiest things for me for sponsorships, when I need to say a certain thing and I'm not good at like reading off of a script. Like I'll try to remember it, or I'll do like a voiceover so I can read something if it's like a really detailed script that I have to use. I'm terrible with scripts. Oh my gosh. I asked my girls if they knew what it meant. They couldn't stop laughing at their boomer mom. Don't you love how they call us boomers? We're so not boomers. Like this, just like, this is one of the things I shake my head. I'm like, I am not a boomer child. Like you think you know it all. No, we're Gen X. Yes. So yeah, that's so funny. Thirst trap. Do you know my mother looked it up on the internet? She was like she was reading the definition to my dad, Cindy, which I think is the funniest freaking thing. So now my mom throws around the word thirst trap, the expression. Freaking Rocco. What am I going to do with him? I love iMovie so much. iMovie is so user-friendly. And another little tip, if you are just getting started with your YouTube channel or with editing or whatever, I literally call Apple once every other week. And sometimes when things are really bad, every week. I now have a Seagate external hard drive, which is my life, because with 2 channels, my computer was like just maxing out every single day. And I was getting super frustrated because I would have to like erase stuff, and it just couldn't handle all of the content coming in, all the raw footage. So I had what was it? Lacey? I think Lacey was the brand of the original hard drive, external hard drive. And there was something funky about it, so I stopped using it. But that has made my life so much easier. And I call Apple all the time. I'm like, hi, I'm just checking in for my bi-weekly session with you. They laugh at me. They must have, I'm like, you guys must want to run when you see my name pop up, because I'm always calling. My husband teaches video and he prefers iMovie over Final Cut. Really? Heidi, why? Because it's simple? I am just curious about that. Eventually I'll figure out video editing. I basically just put it up on my channel as is, because otherwise I'd never get any videos. That is such a good attitude, Kimberly. And honestly, I miss those days in a sense. Like when I look back on my old videos before I knew how to edit, I get a little nostalgic, like, oh my gosh, look at how comfortable, like I just left in all the ums and I didn't care that my videos went long. Now I'm like, oh, if it's too long, I'm going to lose people and blah, 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 blah. Like ignorance was so bliss when I started, and I didn't know about monetization. I didn't care about anything. I just wanted to share. Like it was so liberating when I look back on those old videos. Which is kind of what I'm hoping for this channel, to just not be worried about any of that stuff. So I think that's so the right attitude. I feel like it's like having kids. If you wait to the very perfect moment, there's never going to be a perfect moment to start on YouTube. You know, there's always going to be a reason why you can tell yourself not to do it. So I think that that just getting content out there and not worrying about the mistakes or the editing is the way to go. Oh my gosh. I think that's such a great thing that you just shared that. And I encourage everybody to just rip the Band-Aid off and do that. Where are we? Oh, that was what you just said. I may have to ask my nieces for help. Oh, you know, Keegan, you're not boomers. You're just middle-aged. It's a good thing I like you, sassy boy. Yes, definitely middle-aged. I'm a boomer. All right. We got some boomers here. What's wrong with being a boomer? Nothing's wrong. I'm just not a boomer. And my kids, they love that expression. Okay, boomer. No, the boomers are badass. She's laughing. Gary, wait till I send this to him. Honestly, I'm a little, I don't know. I could talk about that all day in the ins and outs, but the truth of the matter is, if we do decide to leave him, I'm going to have all my friends on alert, my neighbors. I just wish he could the thing about my kids is they're always so extra. Like I wouldn't have a problem if it was just a handful of kids spending the night, whatever. I know their age, but it always has to go next level. You know what I mean? And that's what upsets me. That's what upsets me. I wish I had a Mac. They're pricey. Yeah, I mean, I think it's just whatever you get used to. I don't know. Yeah, because you can't use iMovie. But I think like my friend Courtney does not edit on iMac. I don't think my friend Laura does either. I know so many people that don't use iMovie for as many people that I know who do use it. Google's thirst trap. Tell me what you come up with, Monique. It took me 3 hours to upload a 10-minute video. I know, Lisette. Not I know like you. I remember that. I remember those days, and it would be, and now still, if you try to upload and it's like a really busy time, it can also be a struggle. It does most things regular people want it to do, and Final Cut encourages people to do stuff they shouldn't do. That's interesting. Like what? Like what? I mean, I will say, I feel like iMovie is everything you need and nothing you don't. So I've gotten creative with like some of the text overlays and stuff. Like if you go into Canva and you do any title you want and you put it on a green background and then you pull it into iMovie, there's a button that you can just do green screen basically. So the green will disappear and then whatever your text is will stay on the screen. So I've gotten into the habit. I don't know if you guys have noticed on some of my transitions, like after I go thrifting, I always do haul time and then I have like the typewriter typing. That's an audio clip that I bring in. And then haul time is animation on Canva. So it takes like 5 minutes for the words to go across the screen. So you can do that in animation. But I actually have a pink background on that because that's like more of a transition. But when I have stuff as an overlay, I do it if I want to get fancy with my type, because that's what I get frustrated with iMovie is like their titles. I just feel like sometimes they just look so old fashioned. And so like sometimes I just want the fun overlays, but yeah, anyways, I digress. iMovie is just one of those things you just have to jump into and try. YouTube is a great resource to learn how to do things like picture-in-picture, etc. You'll pick it up quickly. Yes, Denise. I don't know what took me so long, but I agree. I don't even think that when I started my YouTube channel, I watched videos about creating YouTube channels. I was that oblivious. I was just so in my own zone, like, oh, let's just share what I got at the thrift store. I went to the bins, like, and I honestly remember just wanting to represent the Northeast because I felt like a lot of the resellers that were out there at the time, there was Atlanta, there was Seattle, there was a lot in Los Angeles and the California, but I just felt like there was really that I followed nobody from the Northeast. I'm like, I got to represent over here. And now we have a lot of creators from the Northeast. There probably always were, but they were just not in my scope. I wasn't following. So, so anyways, that's how it just kind of took off. But I didn't even watch YouTube videos on how to create content. There's so much out there that is helpful. What's this one? Just say basement off limits or something. I wish I could. You know, all my American Girl dolls are down there too. That's worth money. And they would, one time I went, yeah, I won't even tell you the stuff that I found like shoved in the closet in the basement. These kids, they're fresh. They're all fresh. Oh, hey, Terry, I need a Tata fix. Here I am, honey. I'm glad you're here. Party on the roof. Oh, gosh. I just tried a paper planner for my new job and now discovering I'm more of a digital planner. Sometimes it takes that, Julie, like once you start to really figure out what you like. I realized that I really like this Hobonichi, which is, I never thought I would like this. And this has a daily section. What I've given myself permission to do is miss days, because like planner guilt, for those of you who are paper planners, like you feel bad if you have empty space. So like I've been doing, like, this is like my daily, like this day I felt like journaling. I even added a sticker. I've been kind of writing down what I eat, but my Weight Watchers app has, I calculate my points and stuff right in the app. So then writing it down is a little redundant. But like I'll just write like what I did. I'm kind of using it like a diary, but then I'll go days and I won't write anything. And I'm like, that's okay. Like the blank space is okay. And I said to myself this year to just kind of dive into something and just enjoy it. But what I've liked the most with this Hobonichi are the weekly layouts. And the paper is like this, there's a special name for this paper, but it almost feels like rice paper. It's just an aesthetic thing. I love it. So like this is where I do like my cutesy stuff. And then my Louis Vuitton planner is more like work oriented, like appointments. And my idea is that I write appointments and stuff in this planner. And then once it happens, I use this as more like a journal, like a reflection, memory keeper sort of content. And this also has daily stuff. So this is more like my workhorse, like checklist and to-dos and what needs to get done and appointments and things like that. And I also have all my information about like sponsors and partnerships. And this is more my workbook. You guys want to see an old picture of me and Jay when I had dark hair? Wait a second. Am I going to be able to get this out? Do you guys remember Throwback Thursdays? Those used to be fun. This is me and Jay at a wedding. Look at how dark my hair is here. This is like Kardashian dark. That's old. I don't remember when this was. This is probably 10 years old. I also do you guys use business cards? I need business cards. These are my business cards that I'm out of. I feel like I look like a Stepford wife in this picture. I look like I'm dead inside. So I've been wanting to order new, cards to include in my packaging. Do you guys do fancy packaging? I feel like I've gotten so basic. What's hysterical? Effects for no good reason. He's very strict about production value, must have value. You guys I would love to like have a dinner with you and your husband, Heidi, and just get all caught up. Your mom is funny. How do you find the click sound when you post words? Oh, I can answer that question. That is in audio. So you go to your audio tab in iMovie. Did somebody already answer it? Pop. It's called cork pop. That's the sound I use. I either use computer mouse or cork pop in iMovie. So when you go, I think it's just audio, you go to sound effects. You don't go to music. So you go to sound effects and then I just type cork and then that drags underneath. And then I usually adjust the volume to about 40% because you don't want it to be like super loud and like, but sometimes because I have kind of this like monotone voice, I feel like sometimes I need to like bring people's attention to the screen because I think people must like zone out when they listen to me sometimes. So if there's something I want people to see, I do that pop sound so that their attention goes to the screen. Hi, Geneva. How are you? You like the typing sound? I like that sound too. That was a new addition. What else? Terry, I found my first Rothy's today. Yay. And you know what? I think Keegan sold his first pair of Rothy's today. That is awesome. Oh, look at that. You guys, I saw that on your story, Keegan. On my way home from work, Angela. Glad I caught your live. Oh, look at your little puppy in that thumbnail. What a cutie. Look at how he's looking at you, or she. So cute. Terry, that is awesome. That is like a big day in a reseller's life is when you find your first Rothy's. Good to know. I missed something that Gary said here. In my mind, I have dark hair. Were you a brunette back in the day? My hair just keeps getting lighter because I get more gray. So it has to get lighter and lighter and lighter. But my, like when I was young, it was definitely dark and straight too. And then it got like frizzy after I had kids, but it used to be straight and like real dark, dead inside. I feel that. Yeah. My picture's like, I hate that picture so much. I don't know what possessed me to put a picture of myself that close up on my business card. That was one of my regrets, but you know, that I do. I feel dead inside. I sold a pair of Rothy's because it felt like a rite of passage for a reseller, then beat myself up because they were my size. Oh, you sold them instead of keeping them. Oh, Rothy's, they are nice. It's nice to have a pair. Your next pair you should keep, Monique. I'm using fun poly mailers now because they make me smile, but no business cards and a little tissue paper. Awesome. I just ordered, I was watching Mick Thriftsy and I used her link for those big sheets of paper because, hold on, this is what I use, this big roll, which Empty Hanger talked about this craft paper like 4 years ago. So I've ordered it a couple times, but it's pretty bulky. So Mackenzie uses this paper, and I got it, I think, from U-Haul. So just these big sheets so that I can like wrap up shoes and stuff, and then I'm not like tearing off. And it's, Lulu's looking at me like, what the hell are you doing, Mom? So I haven't started using that, but I want to start wrapping my shoes in paper instead of using plastic. So thank you, McThriftsy, for that. Is that for Keegan's sale? Ask friends that are business realtors. They regularly upgrade. I recommend not buying from a student that's a gamer. They say sometimes. All right, I definitely missed something here. We're still here. You had to leave for a bit, but now you're out of the loop. Oh, I'm sorry. We're talking about shipping. We're talking about iMovie and video editing. We've been in all sorts of directions today, but it's 5:51. I am going to end at 6 o'clock. So if you haven't had a chance to say something, you've been wanting to chime in, now is a good time. Go ahead and ask any questions that you might have to me or to people in the chat. We have some awesome people in the chat. I love your business card. I have it taped in my posh room. Oh my gosh, that is the sweetest thing, Lisette. You can also get that paper from Walmart for $9.99. I don't even know what I paid for that. But when the box came in, my Jay ordered a wine kit, like a wine making kit. And he was so excited for it to come in. And, you know, he assumed it was going to be in a heavy box. It was like, it comes with, I want to say the grapes. The grapes are already mashed up. Rocco was mad. He thought he was going to like step on the grapes like I Love Lucy. But they come in like a pouch and like, it's like this whole kit that Jay's doing. But anyways, he thought that was his wine kit. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. It's just paper. What a disappointment. I just started watching Laura Von V. She seems to have a hard time parting with some items she finds. Laura is so good. Laura is my good friend. And in addition to being a good friend, I just learned so much from her with what's trending for like vintage styles. And she models everything too. So she just puts things together that I would never think to put together. And she looks so amazing in them. So I've really enjoyed, she's more of like a style based reseller. She doesn't really do like typical reselling content. She does a lot of vlogs, and like she just recently did a video, like 22 spring looks for 2022. And it was just so cool. And you saw certain pieces that she would use over and over. She's so great. Oh, great, Francis. Sent you a DM about the collab. I promise, if I don't get back to you guys right away about that, just know it's my ADD kicking in. So let's plan on doing that collab sometime in May. And I'll get a little group chat going and we can talk about, you know, what we might want to do for like content, like a topic or whatever. And yeah, I think that would be really fun. And then we'll do it again in the summer with a new group. And we can just kind of keep supporting each other. I love watching Mackenzie. She's such a great resource and finds the best stuff. She finds so many incredible things at that $2 sale on Thursdays that she goes to. It's incredible. And you know, Mackenzie just had her first video hit 100,000 views. I was like, yay. I was so excited for her. She just posted that. She is just like humble and hardworking. Team Gen X girl. Yes, Tata wine. We're going to have Tata wine. So we have to think of a special ingredient. They kind of like recommend you can put like, we're like, do we want to put a little clove? We live in a town that has a ton of apple orchards. So I personally think that we should do like something with apple, but it says to go easy when you add your little extra something. I don't know. I don't know what else we would put in, but like they send you like a little bit of oak. I don't know. Jay is the guy. He reads it all and he's super excited about it. He got Italian grapes, of course. I did a crazy thing, bought a jewelry jar at Goodwill. I'm allergic to jewelry, like really allergic to jewelry, Heidi, like turns your skin a different color. Or you're allergic to selling it, like you don't sell it. That I've watched people in the past and they go through the jar with a magnet to see if like I think if it's magnetic, it's fake. And if it's not magnetic, then it could be real. Like they did that as a way to go through the jar. I found it fascinating. In fact, that's one of the videos I want to do here. I don't know if it would work as a live. I think I would have to pre-record it, but just to go through my jewelry, like junk drawer, my top drawer, which is like just loaded, and kind of go through and have like a donate, keep, and sell pile, just like I do with my clothes. I think that would be a good thing for this channel. Let me know if you would watch that because it sounds like a very tedious thing. Rosemary, that would be good, right? I want to do something that's kind of Italian-y, you know? I was thinking of anise, but I don't know how that would work with the red grapes. We do anisette cookies for, I do the pizzelles for Christmas, and then I do like the anisette cookies for Easter. No, I do pizzelles for Easter too. My mom usually does the anisette. I do biscotti at Christmas. That's what I do. I do biscotti at Christmas. But when we make the anisette cookies, in our on our like description, we just say instead of like, you know how you do notes on a recipe? My friend and I just wrote like a shitload of anisette, like because we just like pour the whole bottle in because that's how we love that strong licorice taste in cookies. So good. Big itchy blisters. Can't even wear my red. Really? So you're allergic to all jewelry. It doesn't matter. Like I always tell Jay I'm allergic to fake jewelry, like as a joke. Have a live sale. Oh, that would be fun. My friend, I haven't responded to her yet, but one of my friends asked me if I would do a live sale with her on Instagram. And I don't know if I'm ready. I don't know if I'm ready for live sales yet. See, that would make me nervous. That would give me anxiety unless I had everything all set up. You know, if I did the homework, I think a live sale could be good. But I think because I've sold off so many things with my mystery boxes, I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be mystery box stuff. It could be anything. It's something to think about for sure. And you guys know my Shopify account has been down forever. That's on my list of things to do is get that back up and running. I might even leave that platform, but it's just going to be so much work to pull everything over to a different website. Num, num, num. I'm sauteing apples, red carrot, cabbage, and raisins. Ooh, that sounds so good. That sounds delicious. I weigh in tomorrow morning, so dinner has to be light tonight because I don't like to eat a lot before I weigh in the next morning. That sounds delicious though, Gary. Do I have that in the house? I don't think I have red cabbage. Yeah, I thought she was kidding too. Do it on your own, in my opinion. Yeah. I think if I did do one, I probably would go solo for the first time just because I think it would be tricky to coordinate. But I think it would be nice to kind of share. Like if I felt like I needed a breather and I was doing a live with somebody else, like somebody else could kind of take over, like tag team a little bit. That's kind of the beauty of when you do a live with a guest. You have some downtime as opposed to like, you know, always being on. It's nice to have a guest that you can kind of bounce off of. I found a chicken pot pie soup recipe. Huh. Does it have noodles in it? That sounds interesting. It's like a creamy based. No one in my family likes cream soups except for me because I'm the fatty. No, everybody else likes clear broth, clear dressings. I like ranch. I like creamy stuff, mayonnaise. They all like brothy. But that sounds good. Sounds like I would love it. Lulu, do you want to show everybody your haircut today? Not everybody got to see you earlier, and you look so beautiful. You look so beautiful. What's the matter? What are you looking at? What are you looking at? You know, she doesn't want to look at anybody. She's been moving kind of slow today. Hi, baby. Are you suspicious of people on the screen? Mindy, oh my gosh, how are you? Mindy S is here. She is so funny. You guys got to follow Mindy. She is an actual comedian and she is really funny and beautiful and she is great. We were both lamenting over our Poshmark sales today on DMs. Yeah, Lulu, she's a sweet girl. She is a sweet girl. She's starting to look her age. She looks beautiful. Hi, Lou. You look sleepy, Lou. So sleepy. I can cut that way. Lou. Oh, did I just choke you? You're okay. You're okay. She's getting so old. Oh my gosh. I always tell people Lulu doesn't like me to share her age because she thinks she's younger. Tuesday and Wednesday are always my slowest every week. Oh, I don't really know. Oh, thank you, Mindy. You too. I don't really, I don't know if I feel like Tuesday is probably a really slow day because sometimes I feel like I have a lot of weekend sales that trickle into Monday and then Tuesday can be really slow. I'll tell you today I have a $45 bundle and then a $14 shirt. It is so bad right now. I don't even know what to do. Honestly, if the second half of the month is the same as the first half, so if I'm at 1,500 in sales, I will branch out to say that this will be my lowest sales month. If it's the same, if the second half of the month mirrors the first half, this will be like my lowest sales month. I'm just going to go out on a limb and say like a year, 18 months. I can't remember the last time I had a month that was this slow. It's crazy. Keegan, I've had 2 sales since Sunday. Yeah, I don't, that's more than me. Oh, I hate hearing this. I keep thinking like, do you guys ever have that moment when you're like, what am I going to do if reselling doesn't work out? Like, what would I do? Like, I guess we would really just hang out at time with Tata. That's what we would do. I don't know. I can't imagine my life without reselling, but, it's definitely gotten more competitive and the stores have gotten a little pricier. I mean, everything, it's people like me who like talk about it all the time on the internet that gets more people involved too. But I don't know. I believe that you can always count on change and you have to be able to kind of tuck and roll to stay on top of things. And if it means switching platforms, somebody messaged me today. Maybe it was a comment on YouTube and they just said, I've been really frustrated with Poshmark. I recently started listing on Mercari and Mercari is booming and I'm not selling much on Poshmark. I've never been a Mercari seller, but I mean, Mercari is doing a ton with advertising. I just don't know if Mercari is like, if the expectation is that you're selling lower dollar amount items. I don't know. If we have Mercari people here, I think Lisette is a big Mercari person. One sale yesterday, one today, very slow. Yeah, Mindy, there's beautiful Mindy. $35 a day. Well, hey, Nat, how are you? Welcome. My main job is a writer and editor. And honestly, the reselling is what lets me do that. So I keep pushing forward because I love the freedom of my work all around. Yeah, I mean, I agree, Kimberly. Like I used to be a teacher. And I remember like not being able to sleep at night, like stressed about waking up the next day, or if I had like a meeting with a parent or just something important at school, insert whatever. And I just remember like really having a hard time settling in. And then like the mornings were so difficult. Even this morning, Jay went into Boston and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so light in this room. What are you doing? You're getting in the shower already? Like crazy. Like it's so weird to think that pre-pandemic, people were like up and out of the house so early. I mean, we weren't as resellers necessarily, if this is what you do full time, but I really love the freedom that it gives. But it's also stressful for those people who it is their main income, it will pick up. Yeah, we just have to keep listing. I agree. I'm trying not to like hit the panic button. Like I would say that I was a lot more chill with the last change that everybody was really upset about, the algorithm change and the just shared not showing up. And I was like, this is just like a little bump in the road and whatnot. And I think I had 3 no sales days in like a 10-day span or an 8-day span. This is actually worrying me more than that because I don't know what happened. Like at least with that, there was an explanation, like something happened. So, but this, I just don't know what's going on. And that's what's making me more scared, but it's also making me pay attention to eBay more. Like I'm going on to eBay, I'm looking at what's ending today, which I've never been in that habit. And then I'll go on Vendu and delist and relist. And if it's on eBay, then it's definitely on Poshmark. So I'll be delisting and relisting on both platforms. And I would say that sales have picked up a little bit on eBay. So I'm just going to keep really nurturing that platform until things bounce back. Full-time pharmacist, I resell part-time, but love reselling. Yeah. It is fun. I mean, I think most people do this because they love it. It's a cycle and it will change. My number of items is lower than a year ago this month, but my net is about the same. So that's good, Heidi. I mean, in a sense, that's kind of, it's nicer if your average sale price is going up and you have to sell less to make the same amount of money, right? I honestly think they're still working on things and not saying anything because it's been a drastic change for me. I agree with you, Lisette, on that point. I feel like there's a lot happening that we are not informed about, which is pretty unfortunate. I started listing items that are different than usual. It's amazing what people buy. To glass. Yes, I agree. I feel like I should probably list some of my hard goods. I have this little guy here. Hold on one second. Let me grab this. This was at my great uncle Norman's estate when he passed away. This, like, I don't know if she's made in Germany or whatever, but similar ones to this little ceramic beauty were selling for over $100 on eBay and Etsy. And I just haven't listed her because I just think she's awesome. So I just keep her back here. But this, I think, is worth like over $100. And I'm pretty sure it's from the 50s. Like, I should start listing this type of thing. I don't know if I want to list her, though. She was in my family. My mom had it out at her yard sale. And I went and I'm like, Mom, this looks like it's something. She's like, oh, I got that from Uncle Norman's house when we cleaned it out. I was like, I am taking this. I think this is worth something. And sure, or my mom told me it was worth something. I don't remember. She had it out. But anyways, isn't she cool? I know I should put her on eBay. That is like a lamp lady item. Oh, yeah. Yes. Crazy lamp lady. Yeah, I feel like she would pick her up. Keep her, right? I know. Resale 6, that's the best thing I've heard all day. I hate the listing tool. What did you say? eBay also has major platform remodeling underway, the listing tool, for example. Yeah, I feel like there's always something happening. I listed beaded costume jewelry bundles and I was surprised to see quickly a few sold. Yeah, that's great. That's a good idea. So that's our takeaway from today. We are going to list different items and we are going to maybe try some new platforms and try not to get too discouraged. I don't like to just complain without like some sort of like action, you know? So I think that's what we can keep doing. I respect everybody working so hard, and I'm sorry that it's been tricky, but it really has been. It's been bad. So I listed 16 items yesterday. And then yesterday I had like one really good, I think Sunday, because I did a ship and shop video that I filmed. I haven't published it yet, but where I was pulling my shipping. I had one day where my sales were over $300 and I was really happy with that. And then it's just like, whoosh. So I had one where I was like, I think we're doing well. And then nothing. So linens do great for me. Duvet covers. That's awesome. All right. Take care, Gary. I have to enjoy your dinner. That looks so delicious. Yeah, we're going to wrap things up because, oh my gosh, I must put you in timeout. I must put you in timeout, Lisette. Andrew wants to know what channel he should start, Lori. Oh, is he still working on cleaning out his attic? I know that was the last time he was like, he had like a goal to clear out a certain spot, and that should be it. He should just like start the clean out and go from there and show us his progress. I love a good before and after. Maybe it's just the buying environment. That's quite possible. There are a lot of other things factoring in right now. All right, everybody, you are the best. Thank you for joining me today. This was an awesome conversation as usual. Next week, I think we are just business as usual. I like the 4 o'clock time. It just gives me more time to kind of plan. And yeah, I think the numbers have been about the same each week. So I'm not noticing a certain time being like overwhelming, like people wanting it more. But I'll let you guys know if I do a nighttime video. And yeah, thank you, Brenda. Thanks for another great live. Looking forward to next week. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you, Diane. Kimberly says this was a perfect time. Thank you. Thank you. So fun. I'm so happy. I'm going to try to keep advertising so that people are kind of like in tune and they can catch the live, because I always like to do lives when they're live. But if not, people can always watch them on the other side. Thank you very much. Bye, Lori. I hope everyone has a great evening. Yes. Keegan, I like this time, especially on Wednesday, because we get out 30 minutes early from school. Well, perfect. And I will keep you guys all posted. Rocco has like some saga every week. This week he got his haircut. Next week, I'll let you know. I'll let you know what we decide for his time, if we're going to let him go solo or not. But he will appreciate everybody's support. All right, everybody, have a wonderful night. Thanks so much for being here. Bye.